and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorites of the month or of the last 2 months. I don't remember last time I did favorites, so since then these are the things that I have been loving, and they're random as per usual. I like random things, but I hope you guys enjoy this video because I love hanging out with you, and I hope you want to hang out with me and listen to what I'm liking. So let's dive straight in because I'm in a very chatty, weird mood. So first thing I have is really random, just like I said just now. It's a tea. It's a tea that I am obsessed with. I love tea. I think I've said this before on my channel, but I love tea. I love it so much. I drink so much of it, like literally buckets of tea every day. I don't really drink coffee. I've never been a coffee person, but when it comes to tea, I love all sorts of teas: black, green, herbals, fruit teas. Mostly I drink herbal tea, and this one has been a favorite of mine recently. This is the Pukka tea, and this is Peace. So it's a blend of hemp, spearmint and ashwagandha. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen, and it's very calming, very soothing, very good for your nerves. If you're like me, a bit of a nervous wreck, and I don't mean a nervous wreck that I am nervous. I'm actually very rarely nervous. Like, it's very difficult to make me nervous about something. It's more that I am irritable. I'm an extremely easily irritated person. Very little things can irritate me and kind of spiral from there, and then it just blows up a little bit. So like, I'm constantly threading on my own nerves and on my own emotions a lot of the time. So I try to do different things to calm myself down. I either try to do breathing, like breath work, or I exercise, be it Pilates or yoga. And I also drink tea, and I cook. Like, cooking is definitely my type of meditation. Reading cooking books is my type of meditation, and just being in the kitchen, I really enjoy doing it. If nobody's in my way, making more mess, that's what I don't enjoy. So don't get in my way in the kitchen, is what I'm saying. This tea is great. It's so delicious. I like anything with mint, but this is so lovely, and obviously it's so accessible. It's not crazy expensive, because a lot of the times I go to the shops now and the tea is like £12 for 10 sachets, and it's like, wow, that must be special. That must be some really special tea. It says that you can infuse it up to 15 minutes, but I actually a lot of the times just leave the tea bag in, and sometimes I come back to my cup of tea and it's cold 2 hours later and it's still delicious. So there you go, first random item of the day. The second one is a book that I'm currently reading, and it's called The Body Keeps the Score. This is one of the best books that I have read in a long time. This is more of a scientific book rather than, like fiction or something like this. I very rarely read fiction. Very rarely. Actually, I don't remember last time I did. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but a lot of them will be about medicine, and a lot of them will be about crime and things like that. But when it comes to crime, it's more like documentaries kind of thing, which I really enjoy. Like, I like a lot of books about psychopaths and stuff like that. So very strange taste I have in literature, but I'm just very interested in how minds work and how, like, the human brain works basically, and how different it can be in different people. And this is a very interesting book about trauma and how our body and mind keeps that trauma and processes the trauma, and how trauma affects us, be it a trauma in our childhood or trauma that we experienced in adulthood. It might be a trauma that we remember very well. It might be a trauma that we don't remember at all, but it's about how it stays in our body and how it affects us and how to deal with it different ways, but drugs basically. So this is very interesting, and it's called The Body Keeps a Score by Bessel van der Kolk, and it's mind and brain and body in the transformation of trauma. I can definitely recommend it as a read if you're looking for something interesting and fascinating to read and you like non-fiction books just about mental health. And yeah, very interesting even if you haven't like experienced trauma yourself and you don't think that you have. I found some interesting correlations with how I sometimes feel, and you know, I don't feel like I have had trauma, or not to the extent that some people in that book have, but it's very, very interesting because it explains a lot of ways why we behave certain ways or how we feel. So yeah, definitely recommend. Then I actually have some jewelry that I am wearing and I thought that I will mention it. This is a new set from LUISA Jewellery. I have shared their jewelry with you guys before and I am so in love that I had to get more. So this is a layered necklace, but all three necklaces are separate, so you can wear them on their own or you can wear them all together. So they're all gold plated and I've got two different chains and one big coin, and I love them. I love the fact that you can wear them separately and you can layer them up. I also have this one that almost looks like it made of paper clips, which is just so cute, and it's also very, very light. Like this one is so light, and this one has a different lock as well, so it's the one that feeds through. These ones are more of the hooks. All of them come in this beautiful velvet pouches, which I think is such a beautiful and lovely touch. And these are the boxes that it comes in, and it's a smaller packaging, less waste, more love, which I totally support and totally agree with. The prices are very good, the quality is very good. I've got some of the older necklaces that I have here, and I am that naughty person who showers in jewelry sometimes or works out in jewelry, so I've got a few here that I have shown you previously. These are quite random, they're not necessarily layered sets, but some of them are layered sets, so these are the other ones that I have. And my favorite piece at the moment that I have from them is this pair of earrings that I have. They're mismatched little earrings, so they're like little huggies, but on this one it has a little star. And in this one, it has a little moon. And I love, love, love how simple but very pretty they are. And I love mismatched things, like you might have gathered from my home haul when I did a haul in Zara and H&M. I love random things, and that's why I like mismatched layered necklaces, mismatched earrings. Love it. So these are really, really pretty. They do some beautiful earrings, layered necklaces, bracelets, rings. I will leave the links to everything that I'm mentioning today in the description box below. You can guys check it out. Then I have some skincare, of course, because would it be my video if I wasn't doing skincare? Two products from OMOROVICZA. This is a Hungarian brand. I have shared a few products from them before. I love their miracle oil. I do a lot of my massages with that oil. So the lymphatic drainage massage that I do, I use that oil quite often. And their spray, the spritz for the face, is just gorgeous as well. So I have two other products from them. One is the Elemental Emulsion, it's called. So it's in a pump and it's a very, very light emulsion for your face. And you guys, this is so beautiful considering how light it is. It is so moisturizing and so beautifully nourishing for your skin. It's oil free, it's super lightweight, it has hyaluronic acid in it. You can use it as a serum, you can use it as kind of moisture booster, you can use it as your sole moisturizer if that's all you need. I have been using it as both. Sometimes I use it before my moisturizer, and sometimes I just use it on its own depending how my skin feels. But this has been one of my favorite products that I have used in a while. It goes beautifully under makeup as well, because what I found is that it kind of controls the shine on your face. It doesn't allow your skin to be very oily. So this is absolutely beautiful. And another thing I have is their deep cleansing mask. I think this is one of their like most popular products, and this is just a beautiful deep cleansing hydrating mud-based mask, and this is how it looks. It's very creamy. It's also got like tiny little particles, like exfoliating particles. This is really fantastic. 15-20 minutes of this, wash it off, and your skin is just so glowy and cleansed. This is kaolin based, so I think they're using Hungarian Hungarian mud, but it also has zinc oxide. So if you suffer from breakouts, if you have very oily skin, this is a really good product to use because the ingredients are just fantastic. So I'm loving both of those, especially because it's rich in calcium and magnesium. It's just very good for my combination skin, and sometimes I multi-mask, sometimes I just will apply it on my forehead and on my chin, and it will like decongest my skin. So yeah, perfect, amazing products. I think I have one more thing, and that is it for today. I have a little journal, and it's called the 6-Minute Diary, and this is about mindfulness basically. And the word mindfulness for me is kind of a bit of a funny one, because I say that because I feel like these days mindfulness became such a popular thing. You know, it has been so marketed that I think it almost lost a little bit of its magic in a way, because I feel like mindfulness can be represented in so many different ways to different people. You know, it's not all about sitting and meditating and this is how I'm being mindful, or it's not about, you know, doing yoga every morning and this is what makes me mindful. Maybe mindfulness for you is going for a walk with your dog. Maybe going, you know, and meeting a friend for you is being mindful. Maybe, you know, walking somebody across the road for you is being mindful. I think it can be expressed in many different ways, and wherever you find mindfulness and wherever you can find that moment of stillness where you are alone with your own mind and you are content in that place and you find that balance, then that is perfect, because I don't think everybody can be put in the same box. That's what most of the times irritates me and triggers me quite a bit, when there's like a script for everybody and a recipe for everybody's happiness. I don't agree with that. I think everybody can live their own way and you can find your own, you know, things that make you happy. But this is really lovely, because this is a diary. It's called the 6-Minute Diary. And in the beginning, it explains to you what this book is about. And basically, you just take 6 minutes of every day to write a couple of things on every page. And you pick it up every morning and you pick it up last thing at night. So I try to keep it by my bed. So that's the first thing I try to pick up instead of my phone, which is very tempting. And then here is I'm grateful for. 3 things I'm grateful for. This is how I'll make today great. Positive affirmation. Then they give you a weekly challenge or a quote or something like this. Then you write my good deed today. So this is the evening part. How I'll improve, and then great things I experienced today. So this is not really about making yourself feel better about what you do every day. This is not about making yourself feel good about something you have done. It is just about reminding yourself of the things that you already have. And there might be very little things that you experienced that day, or you got that day, or you did that day, that are worth being grateful for. Because I feel like we are constantly chasing something bigger, better, you know, more, to make us feel happy. And, you know, I am definitely guilty of that. You know, I am a consumer. I constantly buy things, and it's, you know, when I'm buying it, it makes me feel happy for, I don't know, maybe a week, maybe a couple of months, maybe a little bit longer, but that's consumerism. And sometimes I forget about the things that I already have. And, you know, the things can be not just material things, it can be, you know, relationships that you have, or maybe it's just a random encounter that you had that day, or something that you saw. So this is just a lovely way to remind yourself and keep those things in mind, and maybe then you can gradually switch your thinking, your way of thinking, from chasing materialistic things to just seeing your surroundings for what they really are. So I will leave the link to this below. It's available on Amazon. That's where I got it, and I really like it. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!